Hi Sagittarius, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is a bonus reading for you of how do they feel about you. So I'm going to be looking at different areas in this reading. I'm just going to put this over here because I don't want to start off with this energy. But I'm going to be looking at the how you feel about your person, how they feel about you in the present energy, some of the kind of overall energy that is affecting the energy of both of you. And we're going to be looking at the strength, the challenge, and the outcome energy. So I've already pulled your tarot, as you can see, and I'm going to get started with how you feel about your person. So what we have here is the Seven of Swords and the Page of Wands. And it shows here, Sagittarius, that you are, how you feel about your person is that you are deeply attracted to them. We've got the Page of Wands here. You are very tentative about restricting your passion for them and not really expressing how you feel, because here we have the Seven of Swords. So the thing about this energy is that you're deliberately turning your energy away from this person. You're deliberately controlling your energy, and you don't want them to have an impact on you. And so what's happening is, in order for that to happen, you have to pretty much negate their energy. You have to kind of neutralize their energy. You have to turn your back away from them to not see them. Because when you do engage with them, when you do look at them, when you do interact with them, spend time with them, whatever it is, you are captivated by who they are, by their light, what they bring. And there's a deep there is a deep passion there for them. In your energy also here in the Seven of Swords, it looks like you are very much alone. You have resigned yourself to being alone, and you're not too, what's the word? You're satisfied with, on many levels, you're satisfied with where you are in your life and coping with what you have had to cope with, and not really having time or energy for anyone else. Now, it's not to say that you don't want a relationship, but what you put out there is that you don't want one. That's a bit weird. But anyway, that's your energy. Let's take a look at their energy. And I'll get maybe more into your energy as the reading goes on. So for those of you that don't resonate with that, maybe it will make sense as I kind of go more into this energy here. How does your person feel about you and the current energy? What we have here is the Six of Wands in the reverse. We have the Two of Wands in the upright position, and we have the Magician in the upright position. So, Spirit, do you want to bring forward how Sagittarius's person feels about them? Your person is kind of like you in a way. They've come to a point in their life that they don't need anybody to be happy with. They're it feels like whatever they put their hand to, they can manifest, right? Because we got the Magician here, we got the Two of Wands here, and we've got the Six of Wands in reverse. So it feels like the way that they feel overall is that they are in a place that they want to manifest a successful relationship with you. But if they don't get that, right, because we've got the Six of Wands in the reverse, and then we've got the Two of Wands here in the upright position. So basically, if they're not able to manifest what they want with you, they're okay. And not to say that they're flippant about it, or what's the word, they don't take it for granted in any way, but they're not going to waste time if the energy is not reciprocal. Meaning that if you, so they're picking up this energy about you, the Seven of Swords, right? And that's the thing, they can feel this. They can feel the attraction that you have towards them. They can feel your, like this kind of attitude that you have about relationships where you're not giving to anything, you're not communicating, you're isolated, you're not going to share, you're not going to engage. And so for them, even though they know that you feel this passion about them, they also understand that it's going to take a lot of energy for them to be, they're not going to wait endlessly for you. They want to be with you, but here in the energy in the Six of Wands in the reverse, it shows that, and the manifestation card, and especially where the Two of Wands is placed, it's kind of like, they want you, but at the same time, they're happy with themselves. They're happy with moving forward. They're happy with being able to manifest love again if they can't have love with you. And so there's a level of freedom, there's a level of wisdom actually that's taking place in their energy, where it's kind of like, they've been in a situation prior situations where love was not reciprocal, love was not manifested. And so even though they have great affection for you, I'm using the word love, that's a Freudian slip, so that means that they do have the potential for great love for you, but they have learned through the lessons in their life that they're not going to wait. Right here we have this is Rome, by the way, the Colosseum. And so there's that saying, Rome wasn't built in a day, but it's in the reverse. And so what's happening here, it's kind of like, okay, I'm not going to spend my life waiting and waiting and waiting. I've spent a lot of my life waiting for somebody to love me back. I'm not going to wait anymore. I can love somebody, take them with me in my heart, but I'm going to move on. And so that's the energy in the present energy, by not reciprocating and being so isolated in your energy. But do they have affection for you? Is there great capacity to love? Do they want a victory with you? Do they want to manifest with you? Do they want a future with you? Yes, 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 yes. That is definite. But it's just that they're in a place in their life, what they've gathered through their wisdom here in the Magician card is that life is short, and they've got a lot of love to give, and it is something that is very important to them, so they're not going to play about with it. Okay, in the strength position of what they feel for you, we got the Two of Swords in the reverse. We got the Moon card in the upright position, and we've got the King of Swords in the upright position. So what's happening right here is, very decisive energy with the Two of Swords in the reverse. They know they want you, right? And I feel like here in the Moon card, even though you know that they want you, I feel like you don't really understand the connection they have with you, and the deep desire that they have for you. There's a lot of emotional energy here for you. It's extremely pure, and it's extremely loyal. They are ready to commit. They're ready to be loyal. They're ready to give. They're ready to let Spirit just put in my mouth, bygones be bygones. They're ready to let bygones be bygones, and to move forward with you in a very spiritual way. Here in the King of Swords, they're very much in the strength energy, and here in the Two of Swords, extremely decisive about what they want. They want you. And that is in the strength energy. There is no wishy-washy energy here. There is, even though we have the moon card, and those of you that understand tarot, you know, I'm a psychic and a medium. I'm not a book-learned tarot reader, even though I know what all these cards mean. So I get the information from the spirit world. And I know that those of you that know what tarot means, you're going to say that has to do with hidden energy. Not in this case. It does not at all. But the person is not revealing. They've revealed some of what they feel for you, but the depth of what they feel for you has not been revealed. Why? Because they know what they feel for you. They don't need to overwhelm you with it. It's more of an act of love than it is a million words, a million gestures. It's kind of like when this person loves, they love. And when they commit, they commit. And when they are loyal to somebody and they choose to do that, it is devotion. It is, you know, it's kind of like do or die, take to the grave. And so that's in their strength energy. You are in their strength energy. Very decisive energy. Very committed energy if you want to commit to them. And it does feel like that. It feels like you're the one that has to make the decision, not them. At least, you know, for the people that that this reading applies to. In the challenge, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Eight of Swords. What is their challenge towards you? And we have the High Priestess. Spirit, do you want to bring it forward? What's the challenge for Sagittarius's person towards them? What is the challenge? What's going on here? For a long time, your person looks like they went through something, because we got the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So there was a lot of inability to flow in their emotions with you. There was a lot of inability to communicate what their needs were, and what they desired. It feels like they've come out of this energy now, right? So Eight of Swords is the self-imposed prison that we put in our mind, that, you know, that we're thinking about things quite distorted. And so the challenge is that they've come out of this energy. And they're very, again, there's this applied wisdom from your person. And so your person is very free now. They've healed. Whatever that situation was, they've healed and they're ready to move forward. And here in the High Priestess energy is this, your person draws a lot of attention. And so your person is a beacon of light. Your person leads a very authentic life. And so just naturally, because they are, you know, here in the Queen of Cups, they're a giver, not a taker. What's happening in the challenge energy is they know where they want to put that energy. They want to put it towards you, right? Because what is a challenge towards you? But Spirit just made me feel here is that they feel that you're still in the Eight of Swords energy, that you're still shut down, and that you cannot receive anything that they're giving you. And so here in the High Priestess energy, they get that they have a life to live. And again, there's this kind of applied wisdom. It's like they've got a purpose in their life. And they want you to be a part of their life. They want to be a part of your life. But in the challenge for them, it is going to be walking away from you if you cannot reciprocate the energy. It feels like time is running out. It feels like they've expressed their emotions. They know that the emotions can be overwhelming to you, but they're in a place in their life that they've got to get on with things. And again, there's this timeline where it feels like people have wasted their time. They have waited and waited and waited for people that they have loved in the past, and none of it has come to fruition, or they've wasted time on that person. And so for them, because the energy flows so easily and effortlessly for them when they do find love, and the challenge is not walking away too quickly and giving you the opportunity to come forward to them. This is a big challenge. I can feel it, because there's you know, here, Sagittarius, that they're very independent. They're very, very independent. They actually don't need anybody. And they're kind of like a rolling stone, is what Spirit makes me feel. It feels like they're a rolling stone, and wherever they lay their hat, that's their home. But they want to lay their hat with you. But there's something about timing with them that they're not willing to. Spirit wants me to bring this energy out right here. Privileged lady and poverty. Because they're making me feel this is their overall energy towards this situation and how they're thinking about it. You know, the being in love for them, you know, and I do feel this is not just like loving you or finding somebody to love and like loving you because they respect you or they like your attributes or something, this, that, and the other. This person has, they've fallen, right? They've fallen for you. And when they've done that in the past, they've ended up in this poverty of spirit, right? That there's a poverty in their spirit in regards to them, you know, being empty-handed, neglected, abandoned, taken for granted. And they know that if they stay in that energy, it is not going to serve them. And so, you know, they want to be in this energy, which is the privileged lady energy. And I'm not sure if you can see this very clearly. Let's see. So I hope you can. So, you know, here we have a little boy that's a chimney sweep, and here we have the privileged lady. And so what has happened to them in love before is it's left them a poverty within their spirit, because they can love so easily and effortlessly. And through lessons learned, they are not going to allow themselves to do that. Not for love, not for anybody. So that's what you're dealing with in regards to timeline, because this is where they've given their time over and over and over again. And I don't really feel it's that conscious for them. I feel like it's almost on an unconscious level that they know that they cannot be in this situation again. So if you don't reciprocate, or people don't reciprocate with them, whereas they've been able to be patient in the past, I don't feel like they have the ability to do that anymore. Nothing to do with you, more to do with their history than, you know, it's their Achilles heel. It's their intolerance. We all have it. We all have something that we're intolerant about when it comes to matters of the heart. In the outcome, what are they going to do? Bloody hell, look at this. Spirit, do you want to bring it forward? What is Sagittarius's person going to do in regards to them in the outcome? What are they going to do? Here we have the Ace of Coins. We have the Justice card, and we have the King of Cups in reverse. They're going to make a decision about you, Sagittarius. You're going to have to start reciprocating. You're going to have to start communicating. Here we've got, again, wisdom. We've got we've got everything. They're ready. They're ready for an abundant experience. They want that abundant experience with you. They want to share. You know, Ace of Coins has to do with new beginning and emotions and sharing all of that. But here in the Justice card, they are very strongly aware, acutely aware that they've got to be fair to themselves. And so there is, you know, and again, you know, you can take it all different kinds of ways, Sagittarius, but this is not out of selfishness or narcissism or being egotistical. You don't know the road that they have walked, just like they don't know the ins and out of the road that you have walked. And so one of the things that they have to do, because they can love so easily and effortlessly, but when they fall in love, they know where they want to direct that attention. What they've done is they've ended up neglecting themselves in the process. And so in the outcome, you know, here it shows very, very strongly that they want to give that to you. But again, we've got this kind of situation with especially with the King of Cups in reverse, is they're all too willing to walk away. They're all too willing to walk away if this situation is not reciprocated. If they feel like they're being breadcrumbed, they're just going to go. That's what this feels like. That's why the King of Cups is in the reverse. If they feel like there's not balance, if they feel like there's not hope, if they feel like the situation's never going to change with you, even though they've put themselves out there, even though they've been very, very vulnerable to you, they are happy to walk away. And because they're very, very strong in their spirit, it shows it right here. It's not that they will stop loving you, they won't, but I don't think they will give you another chance. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like, you know, you have a period of time here, a window of time in the Justice card here. You have a window of time, and once they make that decision for their own good, right, for their own spirit, for their own sake, they will kind of draw a line in the sand with you and say, okay, I tried with Sagittarius, it just didn't happen, it just didn't work, I put myself out there, and you know, would love to have waited 4 or 5 years to see if they turn this stuff around, but don't have time for that. Life is too short. So right here, I do show that there's a lot of strength within their spirit. There's a lot of happiness within their spirit too. And that's the thing. They don't need you to be happy. You're kind of like gravy. You're just something that makes makes them come alive and makes them feel excited. And they do truly love you. But there's something, you know, there's such an inner spirit here of strength, happiness, joy, and moving towards that. And they know that one person, you know, with their life experience, they can see that one person is not the only person that provides that. So this is a bit of a weird reading, Sagittarius, because it's not that hopeful in regards to the outcome for you, but it shows that you're holding back. And I just want to go into this energy again, just so maybe you're, you know, just for clarity, you're holding back, right? And they can feel that. They know that you're very attracted to them. They know that you are passionate about them. They know that there is something there between the two of you, but they feel the cold shoulder from you. They feel it. They feel the lack of communication. They feel the lack of reciprocation. They feel the lack of not being available, deliberately kind of keeping them at arm's length. And so this is what this energy, this is how you present to them. Now, you can argue with me all day long that that's not you. That's, you know, you're gushing and you're telling them how you feel. You know, maybe you are, then this is not your reading, right? If you're gushing and you're expressing yourself fully and you're telling them in full, you know, you're actually reciprocating in a lot of detail about what you want, how you want it, what you think of them, and you're actually expressing it, and it's not breadcrumbs, then this is not your reading. But for those of you that know that you are not expressing what you're feeling for the person, you have not opened up to your person, you're just breadcrumbing them. And I don't mean that in a negative way. What I mean is that it shows that you're extremely guarded. So in the Seven of Swords, for this particular card here, for me, as a reader, what this shows in your spirit, Sagittarius, is that you are a survivor. It shows that you don't need anybody. You have learned to shut your heart down and to not want anybody. Do you get your needs met? Yes, you do. And this person, when you met them, you just thought that that's somebody to have some fun with, and you do have fun with them. It shows it all here. They bring a lot of what's the word, varied experience into your life. They're not like you. And so very much so you enjoy their company, you enjoy, you know, there's a huge attraction that you have towards them, but you have learned to live alone. You have learned to live isolated. You have learned how to shut your heart down. And so you are not giving to, especially if you've had your heart broken and you've been betrayed, because that's what the Seven of Swords shows. The Seven of Swords shows that you have gone through betrayal and somebody has stolen your heart one too many times. It shows it's happened more than once. It also shows here that, you know, just to be able to survive, you're very, very hyper vigilant of anybody coming into your life and their agenda. So that is the energy they are receiving from you. They're not, you know, even though you may think that you're expressing a lot of passion, the way you come across is extremely shut down. So Sagittarius, you know, if you can understand that, especially this part of it where, you know, you feel like your heart is closed, it takes you an extremely long time to open up to somebody, to feel safe in a relationship. That's the energy that you're putting out to this person. And that's why this is a bit of a challenging read, in that it is, you know, your person wants you. They do. There's an authentic, they genuinely want a relationship with you. But this person has done a lot of healing in their life. They've come a long way, and as much as they care about you and have deep love for you, because it shows it here in the King of Cups in the reverse, it just hasn't been expressed yet. But as much as they have all of that for you, life has taught them, you know, life has taught you to be the survivor and to shut your heart down. Love has taught them to not waste time on anybody that has their heart shut down, and will not even try to open it up for them, and will not express themselves. So there's a bit of a challenge, Sagittarius. I don't know what you're going to do, but the advice would be knowing, hopefully now you understand a little bit more about your person. And if you're wanting this person, if you feel, because it does feel like if they walk away from you, they're walking away from you. This is not somebody that comes back for friends with benefits. This is not somebody that comes back for a situationship. This is not somebody that will, if they were in love with you, or have love for you, and they want to move on into another loving relationship, they will actually not keep you in their life, because they're never going to, they don't need a little black book. They are very strong within their spirit. They do not need anybody in their life that's going to be a threat to a future love relationship. So they will actually cut you out of their life. It shows that right here. So be careful, because if you do not move forward with them, you will not have another chance with them. Once they make the decision of, once they reach that, spirit just made me feel here, right here, is once they reach that point of stress within the relationship, where it's just like, hey, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for Sagittarius to make a move here, to come forward. And once push comes to shove for them, when they get to that point of stress, and that does feel like physical and mental stress, they will go ahead and just make that decision of, okay, you know what, I really do deeply care for Sagittarius. I think I even love them, but I can't do this to myself. I've got to love myself more. I've got to be good to myself from here on out. And in order to do that, I've got to go on my search for new love. And so I do feel like if you do not move forward with them, I do feel like you're going to end up losing them, because they're going to have to move on without you, and they will not remain in touch with you. Sagittarius, that's a bit of a heavy reading. I apologize, but I can only give you what I pick up. In the drop down menu coming up here is your monthly readings. It is your how do they feel about you, your yearly readings, your single readings, And I do believe they're a lot more positive than this. This is a very, very specific energy, not meant for everybody, only meant for a handful of you. And you know, the way to understand if the reading's for you is to understand your position in the reading. Sagittarius, it's been a pleasure. You take care.